Covering the Universal Orlando Resort for over 5 years, you are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 231 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I'm your host Tracy, and with me this week I have Lee.
Hello everyone.
I have Darren.
What's up, Internet?
And I have Hunter.
What the? Oh, wait. Okay. Hey, what's going on?
How's
Full house.
Yes, a full house.
Yes.
Yeah. So how is everybody this week?
Good.
Good.
Good. I mean, kinda. I was actually on the show last week. I just didn't get a chance to talk. You didn't even know I was there.
No. No. It's a sit back, get comfortable, and listen show, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah. Poke the fire a bit. It was a chilly 85 degrees that day, so.
That's
flannel,
why you keep bragging.
blankets, hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just like to say, by the way, everyone, the last week's show came out as we're recording 6 days ago, and it is the most downloaded show in that 6-day period that we have ever done. So obviously people like Jim more than they like us.
Yes. You won't believe what Jim Hill says. Download it. You won't believe what happens at minute 35.
Well,
But also listen for surprises every 10 minutes. Listen to the whole thing.
Well, that's the surprising thing.
No, thanks everyone. We've had a definite jump in the numbers this year, so it's cool. Welcome aboard, everyone who's a new listener.
Yes, and we do love having Jim on.
Absolutely.
That was a good way to start the year as well.
Yes, even though it wasn't our first show of the year.
No, that's whatever. God. So pedantic.
I know.
Right, fine. In that case, then I'll just start the show and pull faces at you.
Well, we are continuing our just do it in whatever sort of order you feel like, aren't we?
Yeah, this is the first time I've done it, so I'm kind of sitting here feeling very uncomfortable because I like order. So I've actually numbered everything.
Oh God.
Well, no, it just keeps me so I don't miss anything out. So, just because I need some sense of normalcy here, we are going to start with the producer's birthdays.
Of course.
So, I will take my usual then. Producers Club birthdays this month. We have the lovely Michelle Fletcher, and she is celebrating her birthday on January the 21st. And then we have lovely Spencer as well, Spencer Salt. He's celebrating his birthday on January the 27th.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
You nearly
It's
mixed.
a birthday!
You
I
nearly
married
mixed
them
both
off.
of those names together.
I did.
Michelle Spencer and Fletcher Salt.
Fletcher Salt is actually my favorite Harry Potter character.
I thought it was Veruca's brother from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. No, I won't say that. Come on.
Yes, you're getting a special salute at the moment. Lee may not make it out alive this show.
I might not make it out awake this show.
So, in that case, then, I think we should move straight on to Lee.
Me?
Yes, you. If you're not going to make it out alive or you may fall asleep, tell us all about the Mardi Gras concert live.
Oh, well, the amazing lineup for this year's Mardi Gras concert has been announced. Are you ready, everyone?
Are we going to be blown away?
Has everybody seen this list yet?
No.
It's only slightly more disappointing than our podcast.
Hunter.
Wounded?
Wow.
Well, as we know, the Mardi Gras this year, they're doing the parade and everything every day of the week, but the concert's still only taking place on the weekend. And it will start with the first concert on Saturday, February the 4th, and that is Trace Adkins.
Okay. Not really got an opinion.
I think is he country music?
I think so.
Yeah, when I think New Orleans, I think Trace Adkins.
Yep.
The following Saturday, February the 11th, will be Neo returning for his 20th concert series.
Okay.
That's about the size of it. Isn't he still in the Matrix? The following Saturday, February... Yeah, just wah, 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 wah. No one's got that sound. February the 18th, Collective Soul.
It's like...
That's going to come in very handy, I think, that sound effect. The following...
They had like one hit song back in like 1996.
Yeah.
Does anyone really care about Two Princes that much?
That wasn't them.
Two Princes wasn't Collective Soul?
No, it was Spin Doctors.
Oh, wait. Oh, crap, you're right.
What was it?
Hunter, the music aficionado, gets it wrong.
Hey, I'm going to be honest. The '90s is not an era I'm very fond of.
You were just
Shine.
a small child.
They did Shine, right?
I don't know that one.
Yes, they did.
What's that?
It wasn't me this time.
Go on, Hunter, sing it.
I can't say any lyrics.
What the hell? I didn't ask you to say lyrics. I asked you to sing it.
I'm Collective Soul, Shine.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Anyway, the day after that, on February the 19th, which is a Sunday, the Ex-Ambassadors will play. I have never heard of them.
No.
Nope. The following Saturday, February the 25th, we'll see Fifth Harmony playing.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. They were from a reality show, I believe.
Oh, God, right. March 4th, Kool and the Gang.
That's all
There we
right.
go.
But they're there every year.
That's the way I like it.
Ah ha ha.
I think I say that every year.
Probably.
March 5th, which is a Sunday, Olivia Neutron Bomb, as my dad used to call her.
Wheeling her out, bless.
They must be doing a quick tour from Darlow over to America, because on March the 11th, UB40 are playing.
Oh, cool. I like UB40.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with Darren.
I grew up with UB40. Leave me alone.
Welcome to the 40-minute Red Wine remix.
Yeah.
But the
Here we
thing
go.
is, it's not Ali Campbell.
Oh, is it not?
No, Ali Campbell hasn't been part of them for a long time.
All right.
So it's kind of like UB4.
Yeah. I was 40. March the 12th, which is a Sunday, we'll see Toby Keith playing.
Oh.
Exactly.
The country singer.
Is he?
No, it's his biggest gig this year because he's having to play the inauguration.
All right.
Oh.
March 18th, we'll see Jason Derulo. I do know that name.
Mm-hmm.
March 19th, which is a Sunday, we'll see Earth, Wind and Fire.
Awesome.
They
Can't believe
still
they're all
alive,
still with
yeah.
us, I know.
Oh, I shouldn't say that.
After last year.
And then the final concert series, which will take place on Saturday, March 25th, we'll see the All-American Rejects returning.
Wow.
Give me some bands that I haven't seen 4 times already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally a rehash of something they've had. We were having this discussion on Twitter. I guess they learned their lesson from last year about having a band as big as Fall Out Boy play.
Yeah. Because you were at that one, weren't you?
Yeah, and that was the one where people were so packed up, it was almost back into San Francisco that you couldn't even see the concert. You could hear it because it was loud, but we gave up and we went to Islands of Adventure instead.
Yeah.
So I think they learned their lesson, but if they were trying to... You can't have a band as big as Fall Out Boy play and then kind of add talent for the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should... we were talking on Twitter, the only band that they could have got this year that maybe would have hit the same level was someone like 21 Pilots.
Well, no, I'd have been coming
I
out
was
for
going to say,
that.
we'd have been on our way.
Yeah, if they would have got someone like that, they would have had the crowding issues again.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
maybe it's an active effort on their part not to do that. It's just they got, like I said, the same bands that have at least played 3 times now.
So what they
Yeah.
need to do is they need to scale it back, but from last year, but step
difficult,
it up
isn't
from
it?
this sort of lineup.
Like, who would you say the biggest act there was?
Probably Toby Keith.
I was going to say probably the
Either
country
that or
singers.
Fifth Harmony.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Fifth Harmony, I don't even think is that big either. Yeah, probably the country acts are going to bring in the biggest crowds.
Neo might do his thing, but like, I don't want to get on to Busch Gardens too much, but I'm not sure if you guys saw the Busch Gardens lineup, but that's a much better group of acts, in my opinion.
I think the thing with Busch Gardens is they've got a lot more space to put concerts on, haven't they? Really, you know what I mean? They're not going to get if they put someone like Fall Out Boy in, they've got the space to take those crowds.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The area that they have it in is a pretty big area, especially if they don't put seating in. If they just make it like standing only, it's a huge field. It's what they call Gwazi Field.
Yeah.
It's under the like non-operational Gwazi ride.
Yeah,
now,
I know where it is. Isn't that where they normally do the fireworks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where all the special events take place back there. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty big area.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's no one particularly. If we were out there, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm excited for that." I'd be like,
Yeah, I think I said to you I was more excited for the food.
Yeah.
yeah."
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Let's have some jambalaya.
So that's the lineup to get everybody excited for Mardi Gras.
It's cool that they're doing. It's cool that they're doing the parade and everything every day, though. So you're not having
that's nice.
It means if you want to, if you're not bothered about the concerts, you can go at the park, see the parade, sample the food and drink and all the other stuff without having to fight those crowds.
Yeah, and I really think the parades. There's going to be some nights where it is going to be get all the beads you want because there's only going to be not a small amount of people, but definitely marked down from what we've seen past years.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's good. It makes a lot of sense, I think. Spreading your crowds out rather than cramming them all in on a weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so now we've actually expressed our absolute excitement at the Mardi Gras lineup. Let's head over to Seth for Little Things.
Hi, everyone. This is Seth Kabursky from the Unofficial Guides in Orlando Weekly, and I'm excited to be back with the first look at all the little things around Universal Orlando for 2017. Our first little thing is some big news. As you might have heard, Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon, is going to open at Universal Studios Florida on April 6th. And to go along with that imminent opening, the walls down around the Jimmy Fallon store, which will be known as the Tonight Shop. The shop is not yet open, but you can peek in through the windows. The Fallon marquee, which features the star up above the entrance to the attraction, has also been installed. And we also have confirmation that the Jimmy Fallon attraction will use the virtual queuing system that I mentioned earlier was being tested at the Shrek attraction. That test has ended, but we now have confirmation that was in preparation for the ability to book a return time to the Jimmy Fallon ride through the Universal app. On the opposite side of Universal Studios Florida, in the new Coca-Cola kiosk over by the Men in Black attraction, the touchpads that were originally installed so that you could see your name up on a virtual bottle of Coke had been removed, so that didn't last long. Hopping over to Islands of Adventure, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey reopened late last year after its first refurb, with unfortunately no major changes. No fixes to the locker situation, no repair for the fading Dumbledore projection in the queue. However, the attraction itself did get some cleaning and some light refocusing. While Forbidden Journey might not have gotten any major upgrades, there has been a change over at Reign of Kong. The Skull Island attraction over the holiday period offered both singles and Universal Express access. Previously, it had offered one or the other. Now, at least for a period of time, they were able to offer both. Keep in mind that on busy days, the Express line is usually only about half of what the regular standby line is. However, the Express and single rider lines miss the fun live interactive elements in the queue. And finally, out in City Walk, the security screening areas near Margaritaville and leading to Hard Rock Hotel have both finally been completed and look far more permanent and polished than the old temporary tents. While I was happy to see that security project completed, I'm sad to report that up at the Fusion Sushi Bar near the upper level exit to the Cineplex, one of my favorite items, the bento box upgrade, has been removed. So sadly, no more bento boxes with your spicy tuna rolls. That'll do for now. I'll see you again soon with the next edition of All the Little Things around Universal Orlando.
We need to talk about this. How excited is everyone for Jimmy Fallon?
Well, I thought the ride system was like a Soarin' style system, but then the things I saw this week were more like the entire, like, it was like a studio audience setup where you sit down and then like the whole thing lifts and moves around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's different than what I thought it would be. But still optimistic.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be a bad ride.
No, I'm
No.
just keeping an open mind.
So
Yeah, we got to see what happens when it opens.
I think it'll be good. You can't blame them for putting something in that has a bit of synergy with the company that owns them. And I think it's going to come down to whether you like Jimmy Fallon or not.
I think he's amusing.
I like him. It just seems most Americans don't.
Well, we've only had him for a short time. It could be that.
Darren, what are your feelings on him?
I think he's kind of cheesy, but
Hunter?
I mean, it's just night show entertainment. I think I speak for a lot of people, and maybe more so in my age group, but I think I speak for a lot of people where a lot of us just don't have cable anymore due to digital streaming, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, especially YouTube. I mean, YouTube is probably half my entertainment. The other half is Netflix. Tonight Show and everything like that. I mean, yes, I'll see the occasional clip on like Facebook or on YouTube or something like that, but it's not a big thing. And I just think I don't want to call it temporary, but I'm just not sure what the shelf life of Jimmy Fallon is going to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But potentially, what it is with it being screen-based, that it is, they could switch it out to whatever the flavour of the month is at that particular point. Hopefully, they've factored that into it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, I guess that's a good little spot where it's kind of tucked away. It's not a major thing. They can always just do their switch-ups or the refurbishments as time needs. I just hope they recognize, hey, at the most, this thing probably has 10 years on it. And then it's time to change it out for something else.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
You're very quiet on the whole thing.
I don't really have an opinion. I'll try it out when we get back there.
I think
it's
the biggest thing to come out of it's kind of what Darren was mentioning before we started recording, and that's the queueless thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm most excited for.
I think
Tapu.
they're testing it somewhere that it's not a major ride. People are still going to ride it, but they're not good. It's not a Gringotts. It's not a Forbidden Journey. It's not a Skull Island. It's not something that's going to demand 3, 4, 5, 6 hour waits when it first opens. So I think it's something they can test it out on relatively easily.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just not sure about. I think Universal's been very smart at just about appealing to all sorts of people, because obviously Universal Orlando is a major tourist destination, and I'm not sure what the appeal of Jimmy Fallon is outside of the United States for a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. From a UK point of view, the main thing we get over here is a lip sync battle.
He's not on it.
He was on it.
He was a guest on it. You
That's
don't
the
watch
one
it
I
often
know him
enough.
from.
Yeah, he was a guest on it.
I have no idea then. I'll cut that out, apparently, because I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I know him mainly from
clips on Facebook.
And then I end up following them and watching stuff.
Pretty much. And Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Just known for breaking character and laughing. I mean, it's like his claim to fame is being a not very good actor.
Yeah.
But in a funny way, so I don't know.
I've got to say, when there's a clip and it's him and Terry Crews, I'm like, everything stops, I need to see this.
Yeah.
Because I think together they're just so funny.
Yeah, he's a very good hype man for other people, for sure.
I will say this, I don't have a problem with Jimmy Fallon himself. I thought it was really cool to see him. We're all, at the very least, casual video gamers here. He was the guy that debuted the Nintendo Switch, I think, back in November. So that was fun. That was probably the first thing I saw him do in a while. Okay. And I don't know. I think it's cool that they can all tie into each other in ways. And it's interesting to watch Universal and Comcast and all that synergy going on together. I'm taking a wait and see approach for the actual attraction.
Yeah. And they did say they would be able to update scenes in it. So
that's always good.
My only concern with that is not necessarily Universal, but we've had other major theme parks saying, we've got this technology where we can swap out the scenes, and they haven't done it.
Yeah.
Look at Midway Mania, which has literally remained the same, minus some minor changes when Toy Story 3 came.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed Bo Peep to Trixie and Rex.
Yes.
But aside from that, it's cool that you got this technology, but if you never utilize it and you never change it out, does it really matter?
Yeah, but
I trust Universal to do it more than I do Disney, to be quite frank, though.
Yeah, and I mean, and Disney does do it with pretty good effect with Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, the only new thing they've added to Star Tours is Jakku.
No,
Besides
they've added
that,
a couple of
it's
new ones as well
5.
recently. I'm sure that I'd heard they'd added something else new in recently.
Well, they changed the ending scene of Naboo a while back, but it's still the basic ride, or it's still the same basic experience as far as that scene.
Anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Eventually it'll be Race Through New York, starring James Corden.
Probably he's going to take over the world, I think.
Carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I get a Race Through American History starring Stephen Colbert? I'd ride that.
The thing is, the fact that they've made the building 30 Rock, they literally could put anything they like inside it based on, like, as I say, whatever the flavour of the month is at that time.
Yep.
So,
Yes, they could.
and it certainly makes that corner look better than it did.
Oh, yeah. It's not gaudy 90s theme park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I think Darren said it a few times. They've taken a ride out or attraction that no one went on for something else that people might go on.
Yeah, which I think is fair. I think Jimmy Fallon's definitely going to have a much wider appeal than Twister will.
Definitely.
But it kind of, in the same way, it's kind of sad. For as much fun as we poked Twister, I think we all secretly deep down had some sort of affection for that attraction. Yeah. And that was kind of saying goodbye to the old Universal Studios of the making movies aspect.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is the last one. I can't think of anything else. Horror makeup.
Yeah. Disaster went, horror makeup is still there. E.T., E.T. still has some behind the scenes stuff.
A little bit. Just like mainly like that little intro video by Steven Spielberg more than anything.
That's really about it. They're more focused on bringing you into these worlds instead of, hey, you're visiting these movies. I mean, well, Mummy to an extent, but Mummy's such a convoluted storyline anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, unless the extended queue is open. Then that it makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Right. I'm sure we could talk about that for hours. Couldn't we?
Absolutely.
So, let's move on. Hunter, would you like to talk to us about the celebration of Harry Potter, please?
Sure. For the first time in a celebration of Harry Potter history, Warwick Davis, who you probably know best as Wicket the Ewok, but they've got him listed here as Professor Flitwick and Griphook. He will be attending the event alongside returning film actor Matthew Lewis, Neville Longbottom. Did you guys know he's engaged to a team member from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter?
Yes, apparently so. Apparently met her at one of the events.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Good for him. I think he lives here now. Is that right?
Don't blame him.
I mean, I guess he. Well,
I thought. Well, you would I don't know. Has he done anything since Harry Potter acting wise?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Interesting question. Apart from getting his kid off.
Look for him in the next Bill and Ted.
It's
Universal Studios.
The problem is he can never remember his lines. Ayo! Oh. So Matthew Lewis is going to be there again. Of course, that's Neville Longbottom. And that's just the first batch of film talent that's been announced. So I'm expecting, or I'm really got my fingers crossed, I'm hoping we get some Fantastic Beasts announcements. Yeah. I really want Eddie Redmayne to do it because Fantastic Beasts was fantastic.
I think they're missing out if they don't have something from Fantastic Beasts, even anyone.
Yeah, well, we're getting into the panels in just a second, and they've only got one thing, which is a minor thing for Fantastic Beasts. So the panels they're doing for the Q&As, they're doing Mina Lima, which is like the font stuff. Is that right, Darren?
Yeah, they do all the art, the posters in the movies.
The super expensive artwork you can now take home.
Exactly, for $275 a print. And
they're doing it again for the Warner Brothers Studio Tour in London, the making of Harry Potter.
Which is
Harry
awesome.
Potter, the exhibition? What's the difference between those two?
Well, the exhibition is just the whole little thing. All these things are contained in the exo.
No, I think the exhibition is a touring thing they've been doing, whereas the studio tour is the actual sets and stuff from the film that's down at Leavesden Studios.
Gotcha. They're doing a panel on Scholastic. Figure out when you can get the new Captain Underpants book. We've got Looks fun. Trailer looks fun. Or the concept art. They're doing a Pottermore conference. Looks like Pottermore's coming back in a big way. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. You could probably skip that one. Just going to put that there.
Be careful. I am currently reading that.
Yeah, I'm just going to taint your opinion before you finish it.
Well, don't.
Google Daydream VR experience. Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. So there's your Fantastic Beast stuff.
That's the one thing I want to try.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
I
the
just want to see the Daydream headset. I haven't seen that yet. So
What is it?
Yeah. It's just Google's version of it.
Headset.
All right.
Yeah.
And Google always puts out a really polished and well-made product, so I'm sure to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with VR is either the coolest thing in the world or it's just some of the ugliest stuff you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, so I'm assuming that's like the video game stuff and more.
Still waiting for a really good Harry Potter game.
Yeah, true.
I will say this, if any of you guys have Lego Dimensions, the Fantastic Beasts level pack is actually really good.
Okay.
So just tossing that out there. In addition, there will be some exciting new panels and demonstrations that will give fans a look into how the magic was brought to life. Behind the scenes, Harry Potter film talent discussion. Warner Bros. Studio Tour London, creating creatures for the Harry Potter films with Nick Dudman and Warwick Davis. One thing I will say, we've seen several, or at least I've seen several things with Warwick Davis where he's presenting like Star Wars Celebration. He did a lot of stuff with Star Wars Weekends. He's a really good engager with people. Like he's really, really good at that. So
well, in the studio,
they've got him.
In the studio tour itself, there's like a lot of like videos going along with certain like the creature sets and stuff, and he's sort of introducing the videos on them, so he knows a lot about them as well. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, what's fun about Warwick is kind of, I mean, we keep tying into the Star Wars, but kind of like Mark Hamill, he's just a big geek and he loves this sort of stuff. And that passion translates, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And stories from Harry Potter the exhibition. Also coming to this year's event is Harry Potter trivia and a fan art walk where you can contribute your artist skills to a chalk art gallery that will be on display throughout the entire event.
Oh.
I thought you said chop there for a second. I just realized he said chalk.
Yeah.
You guys you can go see my walk, my wand painting. It's going to be cool. It's a stick with little small sticks coming out of the end of it.
Eh? That whole sentence was just wrong.
Very convoluted sentence. I apologize.
It was wrong, is what it
my
was.
God.
Your wand. No, it doesn't matter. Let's move on.
Let's swiftly move on.
Yeah, a celebration of Harry Potter is not as big as it should be.
No.
And same as before, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Your expo with exhibitions, and then some of the cringiest Q&A you've ever been to. Oh God!
So what was your opinion on when you said this in movie 3 about so and so?
I have no idea. I don't even remember that far back.
When they ask them actual like spell questions and stuff,
And they don't know. I don't know.
Oh, it just
I just read it off a script.
The Weasley twins were like, I don't know, we just work here.
Yeah. I've got to say, they come up with some of the best answers.
Yeah,
They are good, them
They
too, though.
They should get Michael Gambon to do one of these Q&As so we can all just yell at him.
Wasn't he there? He was there a couple of years ago.
I think so.
Was he?
Yes.
Well, I missed my opportunity.
Yeah, I'm sure he was there 2 years ago. Or last
He's
year.
got to come back.
Was it last year? Last year or 2 years ago, I can't remember.
Yeah.
This deranged fan kept asking why I put my name in the Goblet of Fire.
Remember, you had to shout.
Yeah.
That's it. In a real West Country accent.
Yes.
Dumbledore, you've changed.
Richard Harris, we miss you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we should leave that one behind.
There's not an
It's
awful
getting a
lot
bit
you can
silly,
say
isn't
about
it?
it
There
because
isn't.
it seems to be the same every year. If they need it to if they want it to I've said this before. My biggest thing is they should invite the fan groups in, Incendio, LeakyCon, and make it a bigger thing than it is, rather than them just controlling it from the ground up. But what do I know?
And it should be in both parks. There should be an 8-film showing in City Walk. There's a heck of a lot more they could be doing with this,
Absolutely.
but they're just and it's kind of the problem we talked about how then maybe this was before we started recording. We were talking about how I skipped the holiday events at Universal this year because it's the same thing every year. They're doing the exact same thing with Celebration of Harry Potter. It's just really frustrating.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Right, let's leave that behind and talk about phone chargers.
That's a segue and a half, isn't it?
I don't do segues.
Well, you need to.
Well, I can't. I was waiting for someone to use the word muggle, but they didn't, so there you go.
Well, Tracy, you really charged into that segment, didn't you?
Hey.
Thanks for saving me, Hunter. Darren, what have you got to tell us?
I am telling you about some phone chargers.
Yes, you are.
Phone charging kiosks.
Yeah.
Universal Orlando has added 3 new cell phone charging stations at Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure, like 3 in each one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they are part of the park's partnership with Coca-Cola.
And apparently it's awesome, is what I got told.
Yeah. They can be found at the Coke Refresh location in front of Men in Black, at Revenge of the Mummy, and by Monsters Cafe in Universal Studios Florida, and inside the Jurassic Park Discovery Center, also near Moose Juice Goose Juice in Seuss Landing, near the Honk Honker sign, and near the Annie Ann's and Marvel Superheroes Island. One love for Lee there.
I'm rather upset.
And have some Annie Ann's.
Oh, wait for it.
Oh, no. I'm rather upset. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know Zeus Landing's weird, but it does not fit in Zeus Landing. It's the wrong colour. It's
not
the wrong
themed
shape.
at all.
They should theme them.
Yeah. But that's probably, if it's a deal with Coke, they probably won't let them.
Do you know what? I hate Coke as well. I hate Coke almost as much as I hate Starbucks. But that's just because I'm a Pepsi girl. But it doesn't fit.
Especially the one in Zeus Landing looks awful.
Do you know what? They could have put one next to the Griffin between the two. It's not intrusive then. For me, that just is jarring.
It is.
You know.
If you go on our Instagram, I think I posted pictures of at least the 3 in Islands of Adventure.
You see, I can understand the one near Men in Black because...
No, the one near Men in Black actually went... In Seth's Little Things, he said they took out the touch panels that you created.
For the virtual ones.
Yeah, that's why they took it out, because the phone charger's there. It's inside that Coke Freestyle thing.
So, but that's what I'm saying. At least that structure was already there, so it fits.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Well, it's just a way for them to advertise throughout the park, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
you know, Revenge of the Mummy over there. It's in New York section, so
old school New York, really, though.
I mean, obviously it didn't go anywhere in Harry Potter because that wouldn't be allowed.
Marvel, it kind of fits in, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, they could have still put their Coca-Cola logo with, like themed to that era.
Yeah.
That era, especially the New York era. They could have that like 1930s, 40s style Coca-Cola logo.
Mm-hmm.
Could have put a few dings in it.
I don't know. Anyway.
I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. This is cool that they're doing it.
It is, yes. It's something they need.
Yep, and it's there's 6 trays per charging station. And looks like you can see from a distance like which ones are open and which ones aren't. You got the ones that are open or show up in like a bright green, and the other ones are red. So
how popular they'll be.
Very, I would expect.
Yeah, maybe people will be a little bit afraid to leave their phone. Maybe people don't like to leave their phone.
Actually,
I already have a charger that I bring around with me all the time.
It's funny. There was a conversation in the annual pass holders group, and there's a lot of people were saying what you've just said there, Darren, about I'm not leaving my phone there. And then other people were like, it's locked away. No one can get at it.
Yeah. I don't think they would put this out if it was any kind of a risk like that. But I think people would still be worried about it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
People. And then, you just don't want to not have your phone on you for very long. So I'm surprised they're not just all exclusively in restaurants personally.
Like put charging docks at the tables.
Yeah, well, either that or just have them like in the restaurant, there towards the entrance. So you can put your phone in when you go to the restaurant, have it charged while you eat, and then, walk out with a little bit more juice at least.
That makes much more sense.
And actually enjoy a conversation with the people you're with.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea.
Well, no, they can't do that.
Mandatory.
Because the AP group will be upset they can't take pictures of their food anymore.
No, there is that. But that's a good idea. That would make, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone doing that. But
Yeah.
What do we know?
And then, I'll give Thomas Brino from the Producers Club a shout out for hunting all those down for us and
Yes.
let us know where they all were. That was really cool of them.
Yes, it was. No, I understand. I think it's great, that they've created an option where you're not sitting, finding an outlet and then sitting and waiting for it to charge. I think that's a great idea.
And they are free, which was a big thing when we found out about them. It's like, are they going to charge for these? Because they could quite easily, especially with them only being like, if you think there's 18 per park, they could easily charge for them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, also remember, they used to actually have like that charging station in Toon Lagoon before Secret Life of Pets took over that shop.
What's a mod to you?
Yeah, you used to be able to go in there and pay to rent a charger or keep your phone charging or whatever. So it's cool that they're doing this.
That was an internet cafe for a while as well, I think. You could pay to use the internet in there.
Yeah. How else am I supposed to play WoW while I'm on vacation?
I was saying, what's so important if you're on vacation with your family?
I have business emails.
Yeah.
Don't go on holiday then. Send your family without
Money
you.
transfers. Who knows? You never know what you might desperately need to get internet for.
My BlackBerry is out of juice.
I hate having to take my phone.
You don't have to. I'm going to take my 10-inch tablet with me next time so I can take pictures of everything over my head and block everyone else's view.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
What I find is funny is that most phones have better cameras than the ones on the tablets.
The camera on my tablet's terrible.
I'm gonna get a TV with webcam capabilities, and I'm just gonna.
I got a nice big old 13-inch iPad Pro. How can I take the best photos with it? Wishes.
Oh man.
Oh,
but no, it's good. I'm glad they've done it. But yeah, they are a little jarring. They could have put them somewhere else.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if they'll end up putting them out in City Walk as well then. Because I'm assuming if there's only 18, this is a trial.
Possibly. It's not an awful lot when you think how many thousands of people are going through those parks on a daily basis.
That's what I'm thinking. The chances of finding one that's actually empty.
Yeah.
Especially later on in the day.
You got to consider how many people, especially if they're on vacation, want to hook up their phone and let it charge.
Everybody
because a lot of people
wants
are
to use
documenting
the
their trips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if your battery's that low and you're going to go and do something special later.
I think Darren definitely had the best right idea as far as move these things towards the front of restaurants or say, for instance, before I go watch Terminator or something like that, which
great idea.
Yeah. But if I do, put it at the front of there. Yeah. So
horror makeup.
I mean, I've got to watch the god awful pre-show now, but what can I do?
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. You put it in places where people aren't having to leave it; they're kind of leaving it while they're doing something else, and then get it on the way out. Yeah.
But I mean, with the prosperity of mobile chargers now and battery backups and things like that, I think this is just a cool, hey, here's a little something for you guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little sponsorship deal as well, isn't it?
It's free, and it's if you don't want to use them, don't use them. If you do, they're there.
Yeah, and if you go, like I said, if you go to Best Buy, if you really want to hold your phone, you go to Best Buy, you go to Walmart, you go to Target, wherever, you can get a $10 little stick just to charge your phone up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just cool that they're doing this for, hey, lock up your phone for a little while and just enjoy the parks.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Indeed. Right. So I think that one's run out of juice.
Bum.
Yeah, but I don't actually have a segue. So let's head over to Maureen for a lovely Autism at the Park, please.
Hi, this is Maureen Deal with Autism at the Parks, and I'm reporting from Universal Orlando Resort for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. And today I'm at Universal Studios standing outside Men in Black Alien Attack, as you can tell with the great music in the background. Now, Men in Black has a height requirement of 42 inches, and those between 42 and 48 inches must have a supervising companion. Those guests using a wheelchair, there are ride vehicles that have been modified to help you with your transfer. Just be sure and ask a team member for assistance. This ride does spin around a lot, so if that movement bothers you, take caution with this attraction. There's also special strobe and fog effects, which might aggravate certain medical conditions. Please always, before riding an attraction like this, check the rider's guide for all the details. This is one of my favorite attractions. It's a lot of fun. You can have family rivalries going on, see who can hit the most aliens. And this has been Maureen Deal for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, signing off from Universal Studios, Florida.
Oh, thanks for that, Maureen. Girl
my-
after my own heart.
my
Family
favourite ride.
rivalries. Some good information in there, though.
Here for Craig, because I love Men in Black.
I'm saying nothing. Yes. Right, so I'm taking the next one.
There's no segues tonight at all.
There's no segues. Look, you threw a whole new format at me. Do not expect perfection. You know, I'm doing the best I can with what I've been given. Story of my life.
Get on with it.
I am. You're the one that's bringing up segues. So a few weeks ago, we were talking about restaurants and things to eat. And I brought up the lack of vegetarian options. Well, in fact, I created a vegetarian restaurant, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, which I thought was absolutely amazing and I would eat at. So,
Apparently someone was listening.
apparently somebody was listening. See, somebody had to listen to me at some point in my life. Yes, Universal recently posted a blog highlighting their favourite vegetarian options.
How about that, huh?
Yes.
Strange that, isn't it?
Thank you, Universal. I appreciate that very much. I'd like a discount for just saying that too.
Flyers over there, that'll be nice.
That'd be nice. So apparently I'm going to be bringing you a new regular segment on this.
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't mind. Which, of course, will be focusing on veggie options in the parks. So, I am starting with Vivo Italia Kitchen.
Which we've never been in.
We've never been in, which is galling. We just ran out of time.
No, it
don't
was
say
never.
it's very good.
It was we planned to go twice, and it was never open.
And
The
this-
times
yeah.
when we were going, because it opened. We were wanting to go for lunch, and it was only open for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the first thing I'm going to discuss this time, I have a picture in front of me and it looks divine and I'm starving now, is eggplant a la Norma.
Norma who Bates?
Maybe. It is a bit red and juicy looking.
Mother's favorite.
I like it. So, eggplant a la Norma. It's a delicious combination of diced eggplant, or aubergine for us Brits.
I'm glad you said that because I can
Yes.
never remember what it is.
You always turn your nose up, you lot, when I serve it.
It's
What? This is the first time I've ever heard this. You don't call it eggplant?
No, it's an aubergine.
Okay.
Spelled Aubergine.
What the hell are you on about?
Aubergine.
Neither of them make sense. So
No.
I'm okay with it.
Like eggplant doesn't make any sense whatsoever. There's no
Yeah.
eggs on it.
Well, there's no obers on it. I have not seen a single gene on a single eggplant.
Well, maybe somebody called Jean's eating it.
Who knows?
Who knows? There are many things that we call different things. So, yeah, names. Yeah. I knew where I was going.
I think we
with
need to
that.
have an off-topic show at some point where we just slaughter each other's use of the English language.
Sounds like a plan.
That'll work.
Anyway, back to the food, which looks amazing. So, eggplant a la Norma is a combination of diced eggplant, aubergine, fresh mozzarella, we do call it mozzarella, basil, but I do believe you pronounce it basil.
Basil.
Which makes no sense to me. And penny pasta, we have the same.
Which we
Penny
pronounce.
pasta is
Penny
actually
pasta.
my favorite superhero.
Now, it's tossed in a semi-sweet tomato sauce. See what I'm doing there?
Yeah, I am,
I
but
know.
don't go there because that's the one. That's the one word that doesn't make sense.
No, I know. And it's all made in-house, which is really good to know. And it costs $15. And they're saying this favourite will not disappoint. I've got to say, if it tastes
It
as
does
good
look
as it
good.
looks, I'd be very happy with that. In fact, that's going on my to-try list.
There you go.
In fact, do you know what? If anybody goes to Vivo and they fancy trying this option, let us know what you think, because it'd be nice to have some sort of ratings for people.
That's
you know-
a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could collate all of that stuff and we could put a blog post up in the coming months. People go and try out the veggie options. Give us honest reviews for it.
That's a good idea.
So
So this week's is eggplant a la Norma.
it is. And it looks gorgeous.
Cool.
Yes. So that's the first of my new segment that I've just learned all about.
Well, you should read the show notes before you sit down
I don't
to
have
record.
time. I'm a busy person. Right. So again, no segue. I'm so smooth.
There isn't really a segue into this one.
There isn't.
We're running a bit long today, actually.
So after you have been seated to eat your
there we
eggplant
go.
a la Norma, and maybe you may be lucky and get the best seat in the house, you can then go to a ride and try and find the best seat on the ride.
Well,
So,
we're going to try and give you the best seat on the ride.
we are indeed. We talked about a recent blog post that Universal posted, which was regarding their take on the best seats to sit on in certain attractions.
Yeah, I mentioned it the week before last.
You did. Now that post, for whatever reason, I think we can guess,
I know the reason.
has now been pulled down. Some things seemed like a good idea at the time. We might get shouted at for this because we've decided to do our own guide for
Why
you.
not? No,
I
I don't think
know.
you're gonna get shouted. I think it's a good idea,
No,
actually.
This is ours and other people's personal opinions. It is not a definitive guide, although it is really. So we're going to focus firstly on Islands of Adventure, split it into the specific islands, and with the help of the amazing Producers Club, we aim to give you a guide of where to sit to get the best experience. So we're going to start in Marvel Superhero Island with the Incredible Hulk.
Are we going to give the producers first and then give our own?
Absolutely. Right, then I will start with Ali Schilberg. And her vote goes for the last row in the middle. So she likes
All
a
right.
bumpy ride.
Yeah. Stuart Mallet, and he says front row or back row, which I agree. You have to try one way, either way.
Oh, yeah.
So Rob Hoffman says, I only rode the new one once. I sat in the 7th row and hated it. I felt dizzy and
Hated
sick
it.
after. Maybe it was the G-forces of being closer to the back. Next time, I want the first few rows.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Rob. It's rough as hell no matter where you sit.
Yeah, Jessica Edwards said, I found the Hulk to be incredibly rough. The front row seemed smoother than the back, which was horrific, and I'm a huge coaster fan, but I felt like my brain had been beaten like eggs after it.
Oh, that's not good.
Is that not what people are into these days?
Apparently not.
That is why I ride the Hulk.
Maureen says, I've only ridden it once, and that was in the front row. So front. I think that's a good reason for having that vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wait, yeah, that's me. Brian Jennings says front row for sure, any seat. My last trip in December, I was able to ride there in both the daytime and night. In the dark is a big rush. I've ridden in the middle rows and towards the back, and the ride is just a rough meh back there. Front row is totally different experience that I love and don't seem to notice as much roughness.
Yeah.
I'm bearing this in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia Stella says, I think every seat is pretty good on this one, but I think the middle of the train on the left-hand side is my favorite.
Okay.
You get a great view without the fear of the front or the overly rumble-tumbly of the back.
It's a good, yeah, makes a lot of sense. Andy from Belgium, I'll put that because I can't pronounce his surname.
Demetler.
Andy. Yeah, whatever. He said, it depends. How big of a headache do you want? I guess the back it is.
Holly Cotter. Hello, Holly. While I do like the very back as it's the most intense ride, I actually prefer the front on roller coasters so I can get a good look at the park instead of the back row in front of me. The back of the row in front of me. Sorry. Yes.
Jillian Dunn says, depends on what you like. The front seat is great for the thrill of the launch and the view. Back row is definitely more intense.
I've got one last one from Mr. Thomas Brino, the front row.
Craig Darling says, I've never ridden front row, just don't see the fuss of queuing that long. Ridden back row on this, and the thrill is better.
Awesome. Sean Hill says, front row.
There you go.
To the point. So, yes, I'm dredging back because it was 2009 when I last rode this.
Yep.
And I rode it, I think, once. And now, was this the same year we rode? No, was that even open? Or was
It was
that
the first time we went with the kids.
Did we go to SeaWorld? Was Mako open?
No, you haven't even ridden Mako. I
Not
haven't
Mako.
ridden
What's that?
Mako.
What was it?
Manta, yes,
Manta,
you rode
that was
Manta. That was the same,
right.
yeah.
I rode that and that threw my neck out, and I suspect that I rode this after that.
Jesus, Manta is intense.
Yeah, well, I greyed out on that, and it knocked my neck in.
Anyway, we're not talking about Manta.
I know. my natural inclination when going for rides is I am an absolute thrill seeker. So I always try and get back row because I like as much bang for my buck as I can get. But on this ride, I can't do that anymore because it may well kill me. So I'm going to just go nice, easy, somewhere in the middle. But I may try front row. So Darren.
All right. Yeah, I like the back row, but the front row is so cool for the launch at the same time too. Mm-hmm. So really, I'm one that will go. Yeah, either of those two options are good. If the front row line isn't too long, I'll go for it. If not, then I'll go for the back.
If I'm just not a big fan of the Hulk. If you're going to do it, I think everyone should ride the Hulk once in the front row. If you decide to do it again, go for the back, but probably the front row.
See, I'm used to coasters being rough, so it doesn't really bother me sitting at the back because my head gets bashed around anyway, and with not having any hair, there's not a lot of padding, so it gets bashed all over the shop anyway, so it makes no odds.
Explains a lot.
I understand the middle row. I can't remember who it was that said, was it Alicia? I think she said, did she say middle row for sort of, it's probably the smoother ride because you're kind of in the middle without the fear of the front and out the roughness of the back. But personally, I think, especially as it is now, with that lighting package and everything, I think front row would probably what I would lean towards at this point. Because that coming out of that tunnel is phenomenal anyway.
Yeah.
You're like a little lab rat coming out in the bright sun, like, whoa, hang on. Yeah, I would go front row, personally.
I've got to say, that's I can't remember who said about riding in the dark. Front row in the dark.
That was Thomas, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. I can't even remember.
I think that sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So there you go.
There's arguments for every seat, to be fair. I don't think we've helped anybody really.
No,
that
but
one.
we've given enough opinions there that people can make their own judgment up based on our ideas.
Yeah. Right then. Having a little walk along the path, we then take a left and head up to Dr. Doom. So, we'll start with Stuart Mallet. Hello, Stuart.
Hello.
Talk to him as well. Now, he says on Dr. Doom, he likes to sit either outside seat for maximum fear.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
Mine is that Ali Schilberg?
Yes.
She says, never been on it. I'm scared. This one.
Yes.
I wasn't going to put Ali's in, but it just made me laugh, so I had to.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if this ride was retitled Dr. Doom Fall?
Don't stand underneath.
What goes down?
Is that where the safety nets?
No, because
it's New York. They're pigeons. They're pigeons. Jessica Edwards says, terrible ride. I don't think there's a seat that would make this any good.
Alicia Stella says one of the sides facing the park for sure. Not that Cabana Bay or the new Volcano Bay isn't worth looking at, but seeing backstage areas behind the attraction kind of ruins the magic, especially on the way down when you have so much time to look around.
Brian Jennings. Hello, Brian. No real preference. As long as I can face the rest of Iowa, I'm good. Yeah.
Maureen Deal says, not a ride I will ever do without being paid a lot of money.
Right, GoFundMe's getting set up.
Poor Maureen.
Maureen, I've got like a piece of lint, 2 pennies, a button that came loose. Could I possibly convince you to ride this? Hit me up on Twitter. Han Frolos. Sean Hill says any seat facing the park.
Thomas Brino says any seat.
Matt's brother, Rob Hoffman, he says, whichever view lets you... Hey, that was smooth.
It was actually good.
Thanks. Whichever view lets you see the parks or resorts and not iDrive.
Just Andy says, man, if you're unlucky and have the seats facing away from the park, the magic is gone. The best seats are the ones facing towards the park.
Lonnie Clay says, not a fan of drops, but if I ride it, the middle.
Holly Cotter says, I prefer to be on the side which puts you facing the rest of Iowa. A great view.
Awesome. Why are you looking confused?
Did I put Lonnie's answer out for the Hulk?
No.
I don't remember anyone saying his name. I'm going
No, I
to say...
To the front.
I said front, did he?
All right.
No, I don't know.
Oh, no, he didn't actually answer it. That's why.
All right. Okay.
He didn't answer the Hulk one.
Right. So us for Doctor Doom.
Has everyone done?
Yeah. Well, I'm after you, and I don't have another one. So I'm guessing.
I've got Jillian done. It
All
says
right.
seat facing the right direction, which is towards Superhero Island.
Yeah, I've got Craig Darling also said either of the end seats, just so you get that little bit more to look at when you're in the air, but seating doesn't really matter on this ride.
Fair enough. You got another one?
Nope.
Right. So my favourite seat on this is
The
one of the benches. While I'm holding the coats, the bags, and waiting for those idiots to ride. Because I have ridden it twice.
I was just going to ask how many times
I've
you've
done
ridden
it twice. I did it once, hated it. A few years later, you persuaded me to try it again, and I hated it. And I don't care how good the views are because my eyes are closed and I hold my breath until my feet are back on the ground.
Fair enough.
But if it was reversed, I'd have no trouble with it.
You prefer a drop tower than a
Yes.
a
Yeah, I don't like
cyber
ones that
shot. I think
yeah.
it's something shot, super shot, something like that.
Stupid shot. Yes. So yeah, Falcon's Fury. Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah. I was going to say, after riding Falcon's Fury, this one seems like a very small little cakewalk to me personally.
It's a frog hopper.
Yeah. The view in the park is cool, but being on the other side of that, before I started doing the podcast or anything like that and really looking into things, that was like the first glimpse I got of backstage, and being a theme park fan, it's kind of cool to see that kind of stuff personally. So
That makes sense. I actually never thought about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The problem with rides like any ride that you go up high, that's where all this awesome
Yes.
theming just kind of fades completely because you're seeing the tops of buildings and everything like that. But it's worth sitting facing towards the park just for the view of Hogwarts alone, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed. I'm the same. Anyway, I meant to actually try and find out what the number of those seats were that face into the park, because it's only a shame because you get shot up so quickly and then shot back down so quickly. They don't really get a chance to see the view of the park properly, which is a shame. I know we've got a drop tower at our local park, and it shoots you up. It does pretty much what Doctor Doom does. But then instead
you at
of
the top
coming
for a
back
week.
down, it then takes you up to the top and holds you at the top for 10 seconds and then drops you the full.
It's not 10 seconds. It is a week. I've counted.
So if they'd done something like that with it, would have been cool. And it wouldn't have added an awful lot of time onto the actual ride length of it either. But yeah, I agree with pretty much what everyone said. Outside seats facing the park.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah.
My favorite part of Doctor Doom is bringing my selfie stick onto the ride and extending it at just the right moment to get free gum. From Stanley.
Nice.
Good stuff.
I like to use my selfie stick to document it as feces falls onto the passerby.
Yes. Selfie stick.
Oh!
Come on, that was a good one. Oh, Darren, is that the best I'm getting now?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
That was a tumbleweed.
It was good.
It was.
Get on
Very
with it.
Where's
quick
that
for you.
cricket?
He's gone.
Died.
Oh.
Right. So now I've handed you back your coats and your bags and things. Let's just have a little toddle along and head into Spider-Man. And Jessica Edwards says, hello, Jessica. I'm saying hello to everybody. Only rode once. I know, I'm crazy, but I can't imagine there's a bad seat here.
Alicia Stella says, middle row, middle seat. The front row shows off too much of the track and edges of the screens, and sitting against the doors means speakers right in your ears the whole time.
Ali Schilberg? Is that correct?
Mhm.
Ali Schilberg says, front on the left-hand side.
Stuart Mallet says back row.
Okay. And Andy DeMetale says front row, although it doesn't really matter on this ride.
Thomas Breno says rear for more motion.
Ooh. Marine Deal says, I'm short, so I prefer the front in order to see overheads.
That's a good point. Brian Jennings says, middle seat, row 1 or 2, not as cramped and a full field of vision.
Holly Cotter. She says, I prefer the front on Spider-Man as well. On the Simpsons ride, when you are in the front, you can usually see some of the other cars and sometimes at the edge of the screen, which sort of ruins the ride. I find I don't have this problem on Spider-Man, so I prefer not having the back of someone's head in my field of view. Any more?
Yep.
We've got what Lonnie Clay says, middle front.
Hunter, have you got one or not?
I do. So Rob Hoffman says the middle 2 seats of the first row.
And Gillian Dunn says, I like to sit in the back and watch everyone in front of me react. Plus, I think it gives you a better perspective of the screens because of the stadium arrangement. Always middle seat for any of the motion sims.
Craig Darling says, had a bad experience the first time I rode this. I was 12, and I sat at the end of a row, and my head got bashed in against the ride vehicle a few times. So it kind of tainted my view, probably because you had blood in your eyes. It kind of tainted my view of the ride for a while. So for that, I'd say any of the middle seats.
Yeah, that happens to me on this one too.
Really?
Yeah, I have to brace for it. Or yeah, my head will hit the side on the top.
But I think it curves in slightly at the top, doesn't it? With you being taller, I suppose it comes from that. I'm only short.
Yeah. Right, so our views. Well, this one, I agree with what Holly and Maureen have said about front row.
Yeah.
Because I hate... for me, having heads in front of me completely takes me out of
course it does.
The scene. And I'm short. So, to be honest, having kids, they normally get shoved in the middle anywhere. So, anywhere front for me. So
yeah, I like the front middle. I feel bad whenever they give it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because obviously you're way taller, so you're in everybody's way.
Yeah, I feel bad, but at the same time, that's where I like to be. So
yeah,
not too bad.
Actually, like the middle row or the middle section. The reason being is because I am a little bit taller. The heads usually don't bother me, and I think the depth of the 3D is a little bit better the further back you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's a tough one because I agree that you want to be sat in the front because you obviously haven't got people sat in front. I'm only short as well, but kind of. I think it was it Holly that said about the Simpsons ride about being able to see the other cars and stuff if you sat in the front, and I don't think it.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite as bad on Spider-Man. So I'm kind of. That front row is going to give you that being able to see things that you maybe don't want to, and then that middle row is going to immerse you in it completely, but then you've still got that trade-off of do you want to see stuff that you maybe shouldn't be
I don't look
against
not on that ride anyway.
People's heads in front of you. So I would say middle anywhere in the first 2 rows, really, depending on how much people's heads in the way piss you off.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that was...
There you go.
Gives people plenty of information.
Cross-section of people to give their opinions and make it yourself. And if you have a better suggestion, let us know. And we can maybe put a definitive... Everybody, email us in the best, your favourite place to ride those rides, and we'll try and come up with a definitive answer of...
You can collate that.
I will do. It'll be a nightmare.
Yes, it will. Because I don't
It depends how many people email in. There's potentially a lot.
A definitive answer, do you?
Probably not.
No. Because everybody likes different things.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for the show. Unless anybody's got anything else to add? No? No. Me either.
We don't know what next show's going to be yet because we were supposed to be recording it next, and our guest has
It's going to be
unfortunately
a surprise!
had to pull out at the last minute. So hopefully we might get him on, or we might not. We don't know.
And if not, surprise!
It might be a surprise for all of us.
Yay! We'll do it an all singing show.
I'm not doing that.
There we go.
We should have sang everybody's answers to those. I like to sit in the back and watch everyone in front of me react.
Yo, the front row's the best, dog.
Said sing, not talk.
Faux shizzle.
My nizzle.
Na 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 na. It's gotta be the front row for me.
look, you're the one that's controlling this show and it's still going on.
It's completely out of control, as usual. Right, before these two lunatics get any worse, or Darren decides to join in as well, we shall wrap it up. Thanks for joining us this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. So, for episode 231, and for Lee, Darren, Hunter, and myself, Tracy,
And all the producers.
and all the producers, and anybody else,
Seth, Maureen.
Seth, Maureen, and anybody else as well. We don't know who's lurking in the background, you know.
Everybody that works at Universal.
Yes. This has been the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Good night.
That's it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a rating and a review. Listen to us on Stitcher, Google Play, and all your podcast apps. Email us with any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com, or even better, record your message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Check out our blog for even more content at uuopodcast.com. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.